A man charged with second-degree murder, accused of driving drunk and killing two of his friends in a crash at Torrey Pines State Beach, is in court today for his preliminary hearing.
CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal is downtown with what's happening right now in the courtroom.
Well, the defendant, Christopher Schmittel, faces a very long list of charges. I have to tell you, this is a very tough case just because of how young everyone involved in this case is. The second person we heard from on the witness stand today was one of the survivors of that crash. He is just 19 years old. He was seated in the back seat, and he remembers being pulled from the wrecked vehicle by firefighters.
They had to cut the door off because it was stuck and cut my seatbelt and pull me out. My ankle hurt really bad and my entire leg. And I had cuts all over on my chin. I had 18 hours of surgery for a broken femur, hip, ankle, and internal bleeding in my stomach.
And we ended up having to take a short break, not only because the witness, Aaron McCray, started crying as he talked about his recovery and how painful it was, but because loved ones of the victims seated in the gallery all started crying. Some actually got up and left the courtroom. Some were wearing T-shirts with Joshua Manzanaro's picture. Both he and Johnny Punzalan died during this crash back in April of 2022. Schmittel is accused of driving drunk and veering his car off North Torrey Pines Road, slamming into the guardrail and striking multiple rocks before landing on the beach. And McCray told the judge what led up to this crash, and it's every parent's worst nightmare. The teens were drinking. Some had been smoking marijuana. The defendant had taken a Xanax. He had been drinking beer. He also took mushrooms. McCray testified they were driving from Riverside to San Diego that evening, first taking Ortega Highway, which is a mountainous road. Schmittel, he says, was speeding, going more than 100 miles an hour, swerving into oncoming traffic. He says once they got onto the 5 freeway, Schmittel was going 140 miles an hour and passing cars. And McCray says one of the last things he remembers before he blacked out is another passenger in the car asking Schmittel, "Are you okay to drive?" He says Schmittel responded with yes. Now, this is a preliminary hearing, so once the judge hears all the evidence, he will make a determination on if it's bound over for trial. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.